A no-fault divorce, another question that's asked of me in a consultation, because people say, well, New Jersey is a no-fault state. What does that mean? A no-fault state simply means that a party does not get punished for the conduct during the marriage. For example, if a mom goes out and has an affair on the dad after 20 years of being married and being an exemplary family, but mom decides one night to have an affair, she gets caught having the affair, dad files a complaint for divorce on adultery grounds, and they seeks to get the divorce. They'll go forward with their divorce, and ultimately they will be divorced. But dad will not get any more money from mom, or will not pay her any less alimony, because mom engaged in adultery, in this bad act, quote unquote. So that's what the court is referring to when they say New Jersey's a no-fault state. If dad or mom was a parent who was not doing a good job with the children, and the other parent ended up getting primary physical custody, and dad or mom who wasn't doing a good job got very limited visitation, again, there's no money for that. You don't get highly compensated, nor do you get to pay less because of one parent's acts. The only time a bad act can come into play in a divorce is when one party hurts the other party, either physically or emotionally, and then a tevis complaint or a tevis count is filed with the divorce complaint. It's another count in the divorce. They file under adultery, you could file under extreme cruelty, you could file under separation, and you're also filing for child support, you're filing for custody, you're filing for equitable distribution, and you're filing for a tevis count. That is a personal injury inflicted upon one party by the other in the marriage. It is more commonly used now than it had been in the past. It's a relatively new term. I would say to you that maybe 5 to 10% of the cases have a tevis count in them. If it's not a physical injury, it's much, much, much harder to prove and will most likely arrive at getting nothing. However, if there's a physical injury, if there was domestic violence in the case, and let's just say that the husband struck the wife and broke her nose, broke her jaw, broke her arm, and there is proof of physical injury, a tevis count you will be compensated for something with a tevis count. If there is like a soft tissue physical injury, like there was a push and someone hurt their back, again, it will be looked at much more closer. But a tevis count is a physical injury inflicted by one upon the other, physical or emotional, different levels of proof, much harder to prove one than the other, but it does exist, and that would be called the tevis count.